Lee, it has been a minute since, well, it's been a little over a week, but as far as here and talking about our worlds clashing and talking about Hargrove Roofing, man, it has been a minute since we've been able to sit down and chat a little bit about what's going on.
How you doing?
Man, I'm good. It's a little frigid. People overreacting a little bit, but we're in PTSD since February of 2021, I think.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, absolutely, we are. February 2021, I turned 40, right?
Yeah.
February 14th, I did. And my kids took me over to Kalahari, and we ate at the steakhouse over there at Kalahari. Pretty good. But as I'm driving back home, they got me steak, and we ate there. And I'm driving back home, it starts to snow. And they love it. They're like, oh, it's so nice. It's so cool. And then the lights go out. We get home.
That is not cool.
Yeah, it's not cool. So I had to, on my big 40th birthday, I was having a cigar in the garage, and the lights go out, pitch black dark. And I was trying to watch the Lakers game on my computer. I was like, this is a great 40th birthday, you know? Meanwhile, my wife's 40th birthday is a blowout in Las Vegas, you know, with all of her friends and things like that. And I was stuck in a garage by myself. Yeah, thanks to Snowvid.
Snowvid. Oh, my God. What a time to be alive.
Absolutely, man.
Hey, shout out to our guys and ladies at Hargrove Roofing, family-owned business based out of Shreveport, Louisiana. They have expanded into the great state of Texas, including Austin. Coach, as they like to call him, runs the office. He's the president of operation. And, Stevie, you're the only one that can do it the best. Their slogan, which is meaningful.
It's very meaningful, you know. Hargrove Roofing. Know who's on your roof.
And it's the truth. Very efficient, handle everything with ease, and it's never – things like that are hard to deal with, but they make it very simple. So, NFL Final Four, we're now down to 2, but the Final Four Sunday, a lot of drama, Stevie, and I don't know how else to begin but to keep it kind of close to home. Former Texas Longhorn Joseph Ossai, to me, playing – lights out, balls out.
Yeah.
And then this happens on perhaps the most meaningful play of his career.
Take your time and take the shot down. Here's Mahomes rolling out on 3rd and 4. He's going to go for he's got the marker, and he's got the out of bounds to stop it. And Ossai was hurt as he hit the bench, and a flag's coming in.
So they were going to force overtime, I thought. And then Ossai barely leaned into Mahomes on the sideline, giving the first down, great field position, and we all saw what happened.
Yeah, it was unfortunate, but he has to pull up, man.
Yeah.
You just have to, and hopefully this is not what he's remembered for his career. Hopefully his knee is okay because he was grabbing his knee down on the ground.
Yeah.
And just, you know, come back and fight because he was playing lights out, you know, get back in the weight room, get even stronger, get even faster, and come back. He's very young.
Very young.
Yeah. So just get out there, come back there and play even harder the next season. And I feel like they'll be back there again. Joe Burrow is a quarterback.
He's got some swagger, brother.
We saw that firsthand when he came down and played us in our stadium, man. So that kid is special. So if they continue to get some people around him, the Bengals are going to be special for a long time. And then Patrick Mahomes is going to be Patrick Mahomes.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah, instantly. And so, that's going to be a divisional rivalry here coming up. So it's going to be fun to watch for the years to come.
It will be. And
Joseph just needs to keep his head up.
He does.
Fortunate. I've seen some of his teammates kind of trashing him through emotions after the game.
Yeah.
But it's a mistake. And for some of those guys that are long in the tooth and hadn't been to a Super Bowl, that one could hurt really hard.
It does. It was devastating to watch. And this is Joseph in the locker room, asked about how important it was for those teammates who did support him after the game.
It means the world to me. These guys mean a lot to me, and we come every day and we work hard for each other, and to know that they have my back is extremely. It's giving me peace right now for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, good kid. Has a great story too. I'm with you, Stevie. I don't think he's the type of guy that he'll get through this. He'll move on. I just hope they get another opportunity for him to go to the Super Bowl. But you know, like you said, they have the horses, if you will, and the talent and the coaching. I can't remember. You didn't play against Trent Williams at OU, did you? No, you were much older, 7 years older.
Trent Williams, the old guy. I don't think so. No.
Okay, so he played at OU. And he's a great offensive lineman. You know, we known him for, believe he played for the Redskins. He's just one of the better old linemen. But he plays with emotion. And we saw what Philly was doing to he and the 49ers. And Philly just put it on him. And Trent just let the emotions get the best out of him. And this is what I'm talking about.
Now you see big old 65 trying to pull it. Oh, now we're getting serious now. Trent Williams has had enough.
I'm all for, do whatever you got to do, but I don't want my guys to get fined or, kicked out of a football game. So, and again, I don't want Trent Williams to really fight anybody because that's probably scary for them. But just make sure he kept in the game and didn't lose any money.
I mean, you've probably been in some games which you played in when you were a Longhorn like that. I mean, Philly put it on them. But to the 49ers' defense, Brock Purdy did have an injury, and they were playing without a quarterback too.
Right.
I mean, to that point.
Yeah. Yes, my emotions have gotten to the point where I want to slam somebody, but on the field, between the lines,
right?
You can't do stuff like that. You gotta, calm yourself down, but. One of the people I always talk about that I wanted to just slam, just have a fight with him. I wanted to take the pads off and just have a fight with him was Nebraska, Richie Incognito.
Oh,
that dude was just dirty, man. He's just dirty. And when everything came out about him in the league when he was at Miami, I was like, that tracks. All that tracks. Everything that he did. Everything that they accused him of bullying his teammates and things like that. I was like, yeah, that tracks. Absolutely, that tracks.
So you can tell.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I did not kept my composure and kept playing the game in a manner of integrity.
Yeah. As Stevie Lee, as we would all expect Stevie Lee to do.
Yeah.
It's
I'm a positive guy.
The positive guy, good, usually wins.
Okay.
More often than not.
All right.
So, we've got our Super Bowl set in Arizona. I don't know, Steve. I'm sure I'll watch it, but I really don't care. And we'll talk about why that is shortly. But I love prop bets. I love the exotic ones. Eagles, Kansas City. I just picked out 3 here. Chris Stapleton singing the national anthem this year. The over-under's at a little over 2 minutes. 121 and a half seconds.
I'm going to say he's going to go over. So, so do I call that the over? He's going to go over?
Yeah, the over.
Taking the over, okay. Oh, yeah, I'm taking the over. I've seen this dude live in concert.
He's good.
In a very intimate setting and at the Moody Center at the ACL at the W Hotel.
That's a great venue.
Once he starts feeling it, man, he goes on those riffs.
Yeah.
He's going to go over. He's going to go over. This Super Bowl, this is the biggest thing for him right now.
Oh, it's going to be the global audience.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Rihanna's halftime. over under that she sings 9.5 songs at halftime.
Over under 9.5 songs. So, I mean, whoever did this bet need to make clear, because they don't even do whole entire songs.
No.
If she starts another song, is that a song, or is that, and she stops halfway through, is that the half?
That needs like you said, a clear definition.
Definition, because actually Rihanna, some people are sleeping on Rihanna, but she has bangers, hits.
Yes,
and
she does.
Not just good songs on her albums. She has club bangers, where like sing along bangers.
Yeah.
Right, like L-A-A-A, my umbrella, like everyone sings
my umbrella.
So she'll have the whole stadium singing along like it's a big karaoke arena. So it's going to be over. I'm taking it over.
Over?
Yeah.
I'm going with that too, because I think she's going to get on a roll. I'm going to assume that it means how many portions of songs she can get in. Another one. Who will the Super Bowl MVP thank first? God, family, team, or fans, etc.?
If it's Jalen Hurts, it's going to be family. No. Jalen Hurts teammates, then family.
His team.
Yeah, but if it's Patrick Mahomes, it's God, because he did it all day. He did it this last game.
He did, and he was interrupted by Travis Kelce.
He was interrupted by Travis, but he was like, first of all, she asked him a question, and then he was like, first of all, I want you to thank God. So, this is a pretty good bet. You got to figure out who's going to win it. If it's Patrick Mahomes, he's going to thank God first.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
there is no doubt. Mahomes is your thank God guy.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, text me the app that you have these bets. I think I want to play something.
I will, man. I'm gonna get that to you ASAP.
That's fun, man. That's fun. I don't want to bet on the game, man. The game is
you off there.
Okay.
So the Cowboys done in the divisional round, second round. So they decided to make some changes. Quarterback remains the same. Zeke is still employed by the Cowboys.
That's short-lived.
It's short-lived, but man, the coaching changes, and I'm kind of blown away, because I didn't think they were going to overhaul the coaching staff like this. I mean, first of all, Kellen Moore, criticize them all you want, but they were in the top 10 the last 4 years of productive offenses. Second to only the Chiefs this year in scoring per game.
Mm-hmm.
The O-line, come on, man. Joe Philbin, that was a great O-line, and for him to piece it together with all those injuries. And then how are you going to let go of the running back coach, Skip Pete? I can't help that Zeke is aging long in the tooth, but Dan Quinn, and I got a theory after I want to hear your feedback of why he stayed.
Dan Quinn, why he stayed?
I've got a theory on that.
I'm okay with Dan Quinn staying.
I am too.
Oh, okay. Defense played very well.
Yeah.
And he knows how to mix it up and throw some offenses off. Defense actually kept the Cowboys in a bunch of games.
They sure did.
And that couldn't get going. So McCarthy calling plays. He's going to be calling the plays. He's the OC.
I should have placed a question mark on that. Supposedly, so all of Jason Garrick's ties to this coaching staff gone.
Mm-hmm.
McCarthy called plays when Green Bay won the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers.
Well, when Green Bay won the Super Bowl, I think that was more Aaron Rodgers than the play calling.
I think you probably are fairly accurate on that.
It was more Aaron Rodgers. So I think McCarthy has to be smart with this and actually get, since he's offensive minded, he needs to go and get that guy that's up next,
Yeah. Yeah.
Because he may be out of practice with it. He's been
Yep.
a head coach for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So there's new wrinkles that defenses are doing. And so he needs to actually, I don't know if he's the play caller that needs to do this, but getting somebody on staff that actually needs to know what's going on defenses in the NFL.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yep.
Here's why I think Dan Quinn stayed. First of all, I think he likes the organization. I think one of the reasons he pulled his name out of the hat for either head coaching or other defensive coordinator opportunities is fairly simple. He knows that if they don't make it to the NFC Championship game this year, that there's a good chance McCarthy will be fired and Dan Quinn can take over.
Yeah. I don't know about that.
That's just my
it's your thoughts.
Little theory.
If they underperform next year, it's a whole staff overhaul.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is they kept people on from Jason Garrett, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And so that experiment is playing itself out right now. So if this doesn't work, you overhaul the whole thing.
You got to start over. No holdovers.
Holdovers.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, go follow us on all the socials: Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. I'm still learning TikTok. Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube's where you can see all of our episodes. Hey, Daddy beat his son, Rick Barnes, really put a beating on Rodney Terry and the Horns in Knoxville.
Yeah.
But last year, Texas put it on Tennessee. But I'll say this, Stevie. Tennessee is a legit national championship contender. And no offense to anybody from Knox Vegas or the Vol Nation.
Yeah.
These games really don't mean anything right now. I think Texas and Tennessee will both probably be in the Elite Eight. I really do. I think they're that good. And this was Rodney Terry, talking about playing against his mentor, Rick Barnes.
We had an incredible run together, won a lot of games with a lot of really good players. And, I just think the world of him. I have tremendous respect for him, and I think he's a Hall of Fame coach.
He definitely is a Hall of Fame coach.
Yes.
Absolutely. Rick Barnes did a lot when he was here. He was the coach when I was in college, and I was friends with a lot of the basketball players. Back then, a lot of the teams and everyone intertwined, in athletics. And so talking to people about their head coach, they really respect and love Coach Barnes. And you can tell that with all the players that come back and things like that, and they'll talk about him. It's really cool. He was special.
Yeah, he was. He got caught up in the one and done players, and I don't blame him. I would have too, but attrition becomes a factor in that.
Yeah.
Let's talk something you do for a living. That's real estate.
Yeah, man.
Coach Chris Beard's house in Tarrytown went on the market. I don't know if you've seen this property at all, but it's listed at $4.99 million. Have you did a little research on that property at all?
No, I haven't at all right now. But Tarrytown is a hot area.
Yes.
So that number could be sticker shock, but it is a hot area. And you can hardly get pools in places in Central Austin right now.
Really? Why is that?
Impervious cover, meaning that when a raindrop falls from the sky, it has to hit the ground with nothing impeding it. So the concrete decking around the pool, your impervious cover has to be at a certain percentage per lot.
I did not know that.
Yeah, man. So if it has a pool in it already, that means it's on a pretty big lot. And having a decent sized lot near central downtown, near campus, area is actually pretty cool. So that could be where that sticker shock is at. Yeah. But that's me talking real estate, y'all. Don't. I can nerd out on football and real estate all day.
So it was listed in, I want to say, third week of December. How much longer do you expect that to be on the market if there has not been an offer made already?
Well, it depends on how desperate the seller is, right? Yeah. Did they fire him without pay? Do they have to pay out the rest of his contract?
No, not well. I'm sure there'll be a lawsuit. I mean, a countersuit.
Yeah. Well, they fired him. What they say, they let him go with cause.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think they have to pay out his, as of now, pay out his. So I don't know if he's got money to continue to pay that mortgage for too much longer, then we have to drop that price and dump the property. Yeah. Just to stop hemorrhaging money. Now, what's next for him? Is he going to go to another school?
He will. Maybe not this year.
Okay. Maybe he may. Or MBA or NBA consultant. So we got to think about all of that. I think if he goes to another school, that school has to go deep into his background and say, "Are you still with that girl?"
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah. So
moving forward.
Yeah. So it sucks. It happened. It's a lot of distraction around the basketball team. That sucks, man. They start out with a coach and then their coach get into something and they all, it's already hard to be a student athlete because you got to make grades just to get on the court. You got NIL that these kids got to manage nowadays, and you're in Austin, Texas. You are 3 blocks away from downtown 6th Street. So well, you're more than 3 blocks. I mean, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? So yeah. So what are you? You're like 8 blocks away from 6th Street, right? Something like that. Yeah. MLK is, what street is MLK? What number is MLK Street?
That's 12th, right? Or 15th? 12th or 15th?
No, it's
12th. No?
No, 12th Street. I know where 12th Street is. That's further in. So it's like 17th Street. So 10 blocks. You're about 10 blocks away. I know 15th and 17th. I mean, I know 12th Street and I know 15th Street.
Yeah.
And then you have another street to go over.
Because infield becomes 15th.
Yeah, infield becomes 15th. And then you got a couple more streets over is MLK. So that's like 17th, 18th Street.
So it's not that bad of a walk. I've done it from Stubbs to the Otis Hotel on MLK.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So and we're not in shape like those kids are.
I don't want to make a habit of that.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Let's take a quick break, and our second segment is so short. We're going to talk about a record night that Stevie and I were both a part of. And, man, that's coming up after this short break.
Hi, I'm Stevie Lee, former defensive tackle for the University of Texas.
And I'm Clyde Hargrove. I'm a roofer.
I also saw action in 52 games.
And I fix a lot of roofs.
Also won a Rose Bowl and never lost to A&M.
And I fix a lot of roofs, right, Stevie?
Oh, right. I'm sorry, I zoned out a little bit.
So are you going to say that thing about Hargrove Roofing?
Hargrove Roofing. Know who's on your roof.
Is this even going to work as a commercial?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back to the stage Jeff Jones and one of our Hall of Fame fame presenting sponsors, Mr. Clay Birdie.
Look at you, Stevie Lee, the photographer. You got courtesy and everything. RBI Austin, man. What'd you think about that, Stevie? Because it hit the emotions for me. $1 million raised in one night. I'm still speechless about that.
Well, you told me before we went that was y'all's goal. So that was awesome to hit that, man. What I didn't know is all the little things you guys did for the kids, man. So it was really cool to see those kids on stage to actually talk about what RBI has done for them. So
it's pretty amazing. It's football. Baseball, softball program, and on my side is the mentorship, man. And this is just right here. This is just a few moments captured. Old man cave influence right here. You and your lovely better half Summer, and Tess was there, and you finally got to meet her.
Yep.
And that was a great night. I just, because you and I have been to a lot of fundraisers and to a lot of great organizations. But to me, I always tell people this is more of a celebration of the kids and a celebration of everybody under that roof.
Yeah.
And then the celebration afterwards.
We had a really good time that night.
That was a great time. I remember I got your text. You said, "Man, we couldn't find y'all, so we took off."
Yeah, we were leaving. We said goodbye to everybody, and then we were like, "Wait, where's Tess and Sean?" And my wife and I looked around. We actually made a lap through the bar area.
Did you?
I don't see him, so we kind of snuck out of there, man. It was great to see Kat Osterman. She was there.
Yes.
My wife, she gets crazy about seeing pregnant women, so she was all over her about that. And then I ran into some old friends, so it was a really, really good night. I had a really good time.
I'm glad to hear that, man. That was really good, and there's a lot of laughing going on, a lot of stories, and just good man. Quality people.
These women, one of those auction items that was up, it was hanging out with who was that from Yellowstone? What's his name? Rip from Yellowstone. Oh, the women went crazy on it. I think that's where y'all raised most of that $1 million at right there. All those women were spending. Women make their own money, but there was a lot of them spending their husband's money. Rip,
meet Rip.
Yeah. So. But it was fun, man. It was a really good thing. They got it right, man. They liquored them up before asking for money. So
that's the way to do it. Oh my God! So the one thing that we didn't have a chance to talk about, because it's we do this twice a month now. Coach Sark hired one of my favorite people, the director of high school relations, and he's a proven winner. He's an Austin guy. He hired Jamal Finner to replace. They needed to hire a high school relations guy, and so Jamal Finner is now that guy.
Good.
He is well connected in the Texas High School Coach Association and well respected and well loved. And what a great story! What are your thoughts on not only keeping it local, but to bringing Jamal in for, let's face it, to help recruiting?
I think one of the things that Coach Brown did when he came here was hire Coach Chambers.
Yeah.
Coach Chambers out of Oak Cliff. And I think that this hire feels like that. Jamal didn't have to coach, but he now has the relationship with all those college coach or high school coaches.
Yeah.
And someone like that to manage those relationships for the University of Texas that's actually a good move by Coach.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to put aside my personal relationship with Jamal and his family. The guy's smart, pours himself and energy. He's very organized. And I did not expect this. I did, because I just can't believe I didn't think of this. I didn't think that would be something that he would be interested in, but I didn't even think about even bringing it up in conversation. But man, much love and respect to Jamal Finner. That's a great opportunity, and Sark really gets it. Have you been to a retirement home or something of that nature and seen our elder people just having a good time on their fourth quarter of their life, so to speak?
Some of them in overtime, but yes.
Well, this is the subject of the TikTok of the week, TikToking in the man cave. And these ladies, big props. This is hilarious. And they're doing it to a very popular song, a nice Gen Z popular.
Hey, man, I love it. I love it, man. You're going to live your truth every day.
Just do it.
And they were pretty. That was awesome.
They were pretty ladies.
Yeah, man.
Ladies in the back on the mobile walker, man, they were swinging those hips.
Yeah, man.
Living life, man. That's what we hope all of our moms are able to do that at 80+ years old.
No question. That's awesome.
Let's do it. Man, I love it.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get anything better than that or even good or better than that, but you know how we do it.
Hey, man, tell me something good.
Putting a wrap on things as we always do. We're about to start the second month of this Jordan year, 2023. It's cold. I don't think Snowmageddon's coming, but since we last saw each other at the JW, tell me something good that maybe you have seen or witnessed that the people in the back want to hear about.
Oh, man, tell you something good. It's hard to find something good because I'm getting sad. Football is over.
Yeah.
There's one more game left, man. And the Pro Bowl is going to be a flag football game.
Oh, yeah. Touch, two below.
I don't know, man. Tell you something good. One thing is good. I think we're going to have a really good Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I actually do. I think it's going to be a good game. Philly looks really good. And Patrick Mahomes, if he gets some receivers healthy in his next 2 weeks, I think they're going to have a really good chance of shutting this thing down and winning. I hope they do. So, that's good. I hope it's going to be a good game.
You can only hope for a good game. I'm going to go ahead and call it. Kansas City, you're good. Derek Johnson's not going to like this. I think Philly wins by 10.
Ooh, really?
KC's going to manage the game. They're going to try to get the game at their pace. They're going to be in it, but I think Philly pulls away. Some people are going to argue with me that Mahomes has the experience, which he does, and Kelsey and all those other players they have. But I really see, and I hate it because I can't stand Philly. I'm a Cowboy through and through, but something's got to be said about Philly right now.
Yeah, what was the score? Was it 31 or 30? What was it?
31-7, I believe.
31-7? Yeah, no. I'm not with you on this one.
No?
No. And that 31 came late. You know, for a long time it was 21-7, right?
And they didn't have Brock Purdy either.
And they didn't have Purdy. They knocked him out the first drive, and that's all they can get was 21-7. At halftime, it was, right, 21-7 or 14-7?
I mean, it was competitive, but they couldn't.
It was competitive with a backup quarterback that was, was he even a backup quarterback?
I don't know what it was.
Fourth-string quarterback?
I think they pulled him off of the emergency QB from the training staff.
Break in case of emergency.
Can we pull up somebody from the practice squad now?
Yeah. So they looked impressive because it was a team that limped into the game.
Yeah.
You know? So I think that Mahomes got 2 weeks to heal his ankle, and these receivers that were out for him got a couple of weeks. Kelsey going to be Kelsey, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's going to be playing against
tight ends.
Yeah. Do you love tight ends?
Well, the opposite gender, 100%.
Oh man, I'm sorry. That's my toxic male masculinity. You know.
Hey, that was well played. Well played. I
Tell me
love
something good. Sean likes tight ends.
tight ends of the female variety.
Yeah, no question. Oh man, that's good stuff.
But man, tell you something good, man. We're still college baseball is about to start. I got to get you and Summer out to the dish, man. That's a great place when it's not cold, because when there's a north wind, it's the coldest spot in Austin, Texas.
I'm sure
it's right there, opened up to the right straight north.
Yeah,
the wind swirls.
Yeah,
Stevie, man, I loved it as always. For the love of Shreveport, Louisiana, and Hargrove Roofing, and the amazing Lee family, for all of you, and for all the OG Man Cave boys, that being Hardball Hards, Big Mike, and the Coach Mo.
We're out.